Hi, today is Friday and it is now 4:45 in the evening, and I've decided to not put too much pressure on myself and not overdo it before I start getting back to the normal schedule. I'm just going to vlog over the next few days and then either make it into 1 or 2 vlogs and then see when I can start again. So today I'm starting to feel more myself again. My voice is slowly coming back. I'm still deaf from one ear, which is really annoying because it's not, my ear infections are not painful anymore at all. I'm almost 2/3 through my antibiotics now, so I'm hoping whatever is causing the deafness, it's probably swelling or whatever it is, will gradually go. It is improving, it's just not what I would want it to be. And the problem is that when you can't hear, every public place becomes very scary because you kind of lose your balance and everything like that. But anyway, so I haven't got out of the house since I got sick, which is now 9 days in a row without. Last time I got out was Wednesday last week. So yeah, it's 9 days I haven't left my house at all. Tomorrow we were supposed to go to the Christmas market in Belfast. The boys are going to their grannies for the weekend. And every year we go to see the Hunger Games and to the Christmas market. And as much as I really want to go, and I love this, going to the market, like driving for an hour to go to a place that I know I'm more than likely not going to be able to enjoy at all, is a bit pointless. So what we're going to do is that I was meant to do some Christmas shopping while I was there, and it's only going to be mental, so we're not going to go to Belfast in the end, which means we more than likely will not go to the Christmas market this year unless we go someday with the boys. But the way the Belfast one is done is very not children friendly. It's very crowded, it's in an enclosed area and there's just too many people. It's not really manageable. It's always the same stalls anyway, so it's no big deal. I have ordered stuff online that I can't get here and I had to go to Belfast for, and the rest of the stuff I can get here we'll get tomorrow. We'll go to the shopping centre near us. Good morning, it is Saturday and it is 10:15. I am going to try, and I did say try, to vlog as much as I can today because there's a lot of interesting things happening. And tomorrow I'm also going to do some vlogging while I decorate the house for Christmas. You will have to bear with me with coughing and my voice going up and down, but I'm going to try my best. For the first night in 2 weeks, I slept most of the night. Like, I still feel rubbish, but I feel so rested, and this alone is just amazing. So if you're coughing at night, turns out I've tried everything, the Vicks under my feet, onions, a whole lot of things I found online, and it's the first day I've tried lavender. Now it could be just a coincidence that I'm starting to get better, but yesterday, since I plugged in the lavender essential oils in my steamer and I kept them on beside me on the bed at night, it's amazing. I'm still coughing at times. Basically I get like coughing fits where I just start and I can't stop for a while, but I haven't had as many and they are not as long, so that's good. The the only problem is because I slept so well, I slept with my neck bent. I've been sleeping with a lot of pillows to keep myself up, so I have like a very stiff neck there, which is why I have my little heat pack. Oh, I'm a bit red now. I got that in my little box. I think it was in October 2014, and I've been using it so much. There's rice inside and you microwave it, but I like the size of it because it's perfect for things like that, or I use it for everything really. I really like it, but just that alone is already making it better, so I know it's a matter of that muscle getting less tense. And yeah, we are now officially children free until tomorrow night. I am not dreading, but I'm a bit apprehensive about going out of the house, especially in a place that's probably going to be quite crowded, after not leaving the house, not even in my garden, for 10 days. But yeah, well, it's not far, it's only 10 minutes drive from the house, so we can just come back anytime and do whatever we want, so that's good. I am basically going to spend most of the thing in the Yankee store because I have quite a lot to get, and yeah, then just we'll see how it goes. I've looked online. We're going to a wedding in January on the 9th, and it's just a few days after we come back from France, so we need to sort out our outfits before we go, I mean. So we might have a look for stuff for that too. Then, anyway, time to go. So the overflow car park of the shopping center is open, which usually happens when the other car park, which is already massive, is full, and they open a separate car park on the other side of the road, where you have to walk a bit to get to. The overflow car park luckily is not yet full, it's actually pretty empty, but the queue to get into the main car park is ridiculous, so I think I'm not going to be able to spend too much time in the shopping center if it is an indication of how many people are in there, because as you know, I don't really like crowded places. You don't really enjoy that much shopping anyway, do you? So I'm going to get what I need first, and then we'll see how many people I want to kill before we get home. So I just wanted to point out, this is where we live, and they have a fancy new sign, and apparently you can be inspired by an uber trendy world of style in this shopping centre. Around here.
Trespass and Debenhams.
It's, yeah.
Although there's something even on the other side.
Okay, I'm going to show you the back.
I'd just like to point out that 50 years ago, Eoghan was a muddy field. Fascinating and lively muddy field, but a muddy field nonetheless.
So we finished in the shopping centre now. It's 2:15 and it was long enough. It was interesting. I don't know how deaf people have any balance at all, and I don't know, it's just because they are used to not rely on their sense of hearing to navigate. I'm not completely deaf, but everything is a bit distorted and it was a bit weird really. But we went to the places we had to go to in priority, and then to the places we wanted the most to go to, and I think I have everything for my swaps. I need to double check when we get home, and I was missing a few birthday present bits and I think I got them. And James got a new toy, and you'll see that when we get home because I'm sure he will be playing with that before we go to the cinema. And I got a few Christmas decorations, including a Christmas gnome. After the Halloween gnome, so after the Halloween gnome, Sainsbury's has done a Christmas gnome. I love Sainsbury's for filling my need for seasonal gnomes. So I now officially have a Halloween gnome and a Christmas gnome.
I think they'll do an Easter gnome.
Oh, well I better do now because I have very high expectations gnome-wise from Sainsbury's. We went to Costa for on the way out. We didn't get, well, we got some lunch, but we didn't eat it there. We're gonna bring it home, and yeah, that's it. I'll show you what I can show you whenever I get home, and the rest will have to wait for my swap videos, or if I ever show Christmas stuff, because some people who these presents are for are watching the vlog, so I don't really want to spoil the surprises for them. So yeah, anyway, see you soon. So I'm not going to show you what I've put in those boxes. These are my boxes for the swaps. Well, that's where I've been gathering all the bits and pieces. This one is for my mommy swap with a girl in the UK, and this one is for my perfect stranger swap with a girl in Australia. This one is going to be too small for everything once I have. The rest is arriving on Monday. I should have a delivery. But I'm just stocking stuff in there. Then we got chicken and chorizo flatbread, and I got ham and emmental croissant for lunch. So we'll just use the toasty maker, the panini maker there. We have some Pringles and chocolates for the cinema. We got some of this because I will reduced, and we love Mademoiselle. One of my friends has asked me to bring her back some Yankee candles, so they are here. And then in here we have some dessert. I got this one, it's like a chocolate honeycomb thing, and James got the mini chocolate cake. Then so these are all the candles I got. Some of them I already know, like Christmas cookie is one of my favorites around Christmas time, and I love spiced orange. And this one is not a Christmas one, it's the Tata. I love it, so I just decided to buy it again. I also bought one of these little cup to put them in. I'm going to put them, basically I have the loyalty card, and every time you spend £10 they just put a stamp, and once you've got 10 you get £10 off. So I want to buy a bigger size of the Christmas ones to have around Christmas, but I didn't know what to pick. And because I have a cold, I can't fully smell everything. So for the minute, as it is, I think it might end up being spiced orange, but it might change. So I've got some sampler ones. I'm going to use that as part of my decorations, and I will decide then, and then whenever I decide, I will go and buy a bigger size of the one I prefer. Then I got, look at my Christmas gnome, and the colors are perfect for our living room because that's kind of similar to our wall, and but basically that's the color scheme of our living room, so it's perfect. Then I got 3 massive jingle bells. I love jingle bells, and I love red jingle bells. And then I got some cards. I have a big box full of cards that I had got in Paper Chase. Every year I used to buy this big selection box of charity cards, and I've kind of the leftover of the last 3 boxes, but I don't have enough to do everybody, so I got some more packs, and they are 3 for 2, so I got 3 packs. So this one has this one sparkly and says the most wonderful time of the year, and the other card says have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Then I really like that one. It's all the Santa bits and it has glitter on it. There's only one design in that pack, and this one has a little penguin on one side with some, see the red is kind of shiny, and the other side is a robin, and I thought that was really cute. So the Christmas card, and yeah, the rest, there's my latte. It's as usual skimmed sugar-free vanilla latte, and that's everything. I will let James tell you about his new toy he bought himself. Something he's been looking at for a month, and he saw it on offer once on Amazon, and he was going to get it, and he didn't for some reason, and it is now even cheaper. It was even cheaper now, so which is good because he was able to get a better one of what he thought he was going to get at the time, but for the price he was planning to pay, so it's really good. Anyway, I'm going to burn a candle. I don't know which one to use. I might, the spiced orange, I can smell it well, so I think I'm going to put spiced orange on, and yeah. I'm just going to show you his new toy.
I think it is in the pet slide here.
Say. It's a smartwatch he got.
It's a Pebble Steel,
yeah.
The original one.
He didn't get he doesn't have an iPhone. James is not a very, James doesn't have a very
high opinion of Apple.
Yeah, exactly. I love Apple. Well, no, I don't love Apple. I love the iPhone, basically. I don't care about Apple. I just like the product they do. And yeah, so he went for the nice leather one because we thought it looked a little bit nicer than the plasticky one. Yeah, excited?
Yes, I just have to get it to work now.
I'm sure you can work that out.
Yeah, I have a BlackBerry and they aren't officially supported, so I'm going to have to jump through some hoops to make it work, but I know what they are.
Do you know that it works though, do you?
Yes, it does work.
Okay, good. We've picked cranberry ice for the candle. It actually smells nice. This is my croissant. It's a bit overdone, but I've put the jingle bells on the utility room door. And then we have, here we have Gwen's calendar, James's calendar, and my calendar. We are going to leave for the cinema soon, and I have decided I'm going to wear my winter boots because, well, it's cold outside and the cinema is always freezing, so I'm going to bring layers, big furry boots, and scarves and all, because there's nothing worse than sitting for over 2 hours in a cinema when you're freezing. Plus my belly does not deal well with cold and drafts and stuff like that, and I think it's whenever they expect they expect a lot of people, they automatically put the air conditioning on, and it's just too cold and there's like air blowing all the time, and I hate this. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up warm. It's raining and the weather really is miserable. Well, it's night, it's dark now. It's 5:30 and the movie is at 6, but we live like literally 5 minutes away from the cinema, so yeah, I'm gonna get my boots on and go, and I will see you after the movie. So we're back from the cinema now, and the movie was good if you remove the last 10 minutes. I'm a bit frustrated and annoyed. But I'll remove my glasses because I can see the screen in it. Basically, when the first movie came out in the cinema, I didn't want to go and see it, and I didn't go and see it because I thought it was like Twilight all over again. Not in the story, but the whole craze around it. And I don't like Twilight. I am sorry to all the fans. I've tried, I've watched all of them, and the only thing I've liked in it is the last battle between I was gonna say the zombies, that's how much I got, between the vampires and the werewolves at the end. No, the good vampires and the bad vampires, whatever. In the last one there's some kind of battle, and that's the only thing I found good in the 4 movies. I absolutely hate it. I just find it absolutely rubbish. Most of the actors can't act. Anyway, I'm going to stop there about Twilight, but I thought it was going to be that all over again. And I hate it when people are like, oh, you must see that movie. You know, there are a lot of movies I must see in my life, apparently, to be allowed to be alive on this planet I haven't seen. And I thought this was one of them, so I refused to go and see it. And then one day we just watched it on Love Film, and I liked it, so we went to see the rest of them, and I liked them. But the last 10 minutes of this movie basically made it turn the whole thing into what I thought it was in the beginning, and didn't want to see it for: a stupid love triangle. I know it's not all there is to it, but they had to spend 10 minutes on something that is not necessary at the end. They could have just had a small scene. I'm not going to give it away to you. They could have had a small scene for the last scene to just explain what's happening, and instead of rushing through some very important things. And I haven't even read the books yet, but still I can see that they have made some characters not what they should be, and that really frustrates me. Anyway, I'm not going to rant for hours because I could probably go on and on, but yeah, what did you think, James?
I thought it was okay. I mean, the books are better,
Oh, that's
obviously,
good.
and they are worth reading.
They are what?
They're worth reading if you get the chance. They're on the library website for free if you want to.
I have.
I know I bought them for you 3 years ago. Right?
I just bought me the books, and because I started by watching the movies, I've now got reading the books, but I will read them now because I need to get that frustration out of me of that the way they've done this. I know it's not the way it's meant to be. I can see this, and it really annoys me. Anyway, I'm going to stop my ranting. I'm going to have something nice to eat. I might make a fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
And I'm going to put my candle back on. It's really nice. What do you think of the cranberry ice
It's the
candle?
nicest one. It was the ones you bought.
But you haven't smelled them all burning though. Was that?
No, I haven't.
Well, James picked it out of the ones. But yeah, food, hot drink, fire,
Yeah.
TV, and a full night's sleep. Woohoo!
We can hope we don't wake up out of habit.
I will probably.
But I also just want to state for the record, I sat through the entire second Twilight movie while you were asleep on me.
Oh yeah, no, the first one too, I think.
Well, no, you stayed awake for the first one.
Cool.
As soon as the start.
Which one is the one with the red coats?
I can't remember. Just Julie wasn't feeling well whenever we were watching the second Twilight movie at home, and she wasn't so sure about the first one. So she said, "We'll get the second one, and I'll see what it's like." But by the time the starting credits had ended, Julie had fallen asleep on me, and I didn't want to wake her up. And all the remotes were out of reach, so I sat there and watched the entire second Twilight movie. And Julie woke up just as the credits were ending.
And I remember seeing people in red coats in a town that look in Italy, and that's all I remembered. But I did watch them again after that by myself. I didn't make James go through this again. But every time, so this is how much it interested me. I don't know if I wasn't feeling well or if it was just very boring. Probably a bit of both. But yeah, there's a scoop for you. I hate Twilight, and one of my friends has tried to convince me that if I read the book I would love it. I read the full first one and half of the second one, and no, I'm sorry, it's just not for me. I just don't like Twilight. I'm really sorry about this. But yeah, I will definitely read the Hunger Games. I don't know if I'm going to read it tonight because I have the books. Like James bought them for me 2 years ago, I think.
2 or 3
Three.
years ago.
Yeah, because he actually got them for me whenever I got the Kindle for Christmas. So that would have been three Christmases ago. Anyway, time for food. And there is our tea advent calendar going up the stairs. We have a fire and the candle is burning again. And the cute gnome is still here. I'm going to stop the vlog now. It's actually super late and we're heading to bed. And I'll see you tomorrow for another vlog where I am decorating the house for Christmas. Bye!